Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is See No Chemtrails and RFE and Peerborn. Oh, I knew he'd have to find something to make up into a. By the way, those are See No Chemtrails clouds that have been pushed. High cirrus clouds. No chemtrails. Look over here. No clouds. But I digress. And blah blah blah. Richie takes advantage of every single solitary, from time immemorial, negative situation. What's happening in Massachusetts is horrible. I feel and pray for everybody there. But it had to be a conspiracy theory. He had to throw a conspiracy on it. He had to. He had to make it into a conspiracy. You had to. You couldn't just leave a natural disaster or whatever they are calling it alone. People that are in the hospital, people that lost their homes. You couldn't leave them alone, Richie. You know what? I've worked with high pressure gas. I've worked with a lot of high pressure. And unfortunately, things do happen. It might be the first time. When a person got killed where I worked at before, it was the first time a person ever got killed that way. When the second person died, because I worked in an industry that was one of the most dangerous industries in the world, when the second person died, it was the first time anybody died that way. It was unprecedented that it happened. The third person that got killed. Now, in the 20 years that I was there, 6 people got killed. All 6 people died in different ways. And they were all unprecedented because they had never happened before. Well, guess what this is? It's unprecedented. It's never happened before. It doesn't mean it's a conspiracy. It doesn't mean femur. By the way, Richie, femur is a bone in your body, not an agency. If you can't pronounce the R, then don't put it on the end in a normal word. If you can't pronounce R in a normal word, don't put the R in a word that's not supposed to have it. It's FEMA, F-E-M-A, not F-E-M-A-R. It's not femur. That would be a leg bone. So get your facts straight. FEMA, not femur. It is a tragedy. FEMA is on the ground. Good. The National Guard, probably. Good. The FBI. Good. They need to look in and find out what happened and find out what type of mistake. Hold whoever did it as accountable for how they can and take care of it. And that's what it sounded like they're going to do. But no, Richie wants you to be more afraid already. So the people that are afraid of losing their houses now have to be afraid of a government plot to blow up their houses. Now you got to be even more afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Be more afraid than you were yesterday, and I'll make you more afraid tomorrow. Just keep watching my channel and keep paying me on Patreon so I can drive around and spread more fear and hate. So I can divide more people. So I can make, look at the sheeple wearing their pajamas and slippers. Yeah. Did you know that in the Bible, God calls us His sheep? We are His flock and He is our shepherd. He doesn't call us sheeple. He calls us sheep. Well, that's not such a bad thing, considering that's what God called us. Jesus' flock. Well, you've turned that word. Conspiracy theorists have made that word. Yeah, the FBI or the CIA made the word conspiracy theorist. Yeah. Somebody had to make it up, just like they made up the word Boston, where Richie's not from. Life, air, bird. Somebody had to make up all these words. Well, you've made up the word sheeple. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even real. And it's not even an insult, because if I am a sheep, then that's what I am. I am one of God's sheep, one of his flock, and I am following my shepherd, the Lord Jesus Christ. You, however, are following your shepherd, Satan. Instead of you coming on and letting people know about what's going on and showing some concern for the human beings that have lost their homes, their livelihoods, injured, their possessions, all that, you've got to turn it around and say, oh, this was predicted. Yeah, look, I love when guys go and say this was said it was going to happen. Well, you know what? The guy that got squished, we said it was going to happen at some point if we didn't put safety cutoffs on the buggies. Somebody could eventually get squished. Well, it happened. We said that somebody could fall off a piece of structural steel. We only have 2 chains. Some people said that, yeah, and you know what? Somebody fell off, and it took somebody to fall off to put the 3rd chain on. It was not a government conspiracy. It wasn't even a work conspiracy. It was called an accident, which is exactly what this is, an accident. You cannot prove in any way, shape, or form, no matter how much time immemorial you have, no matter how much you digress, no matter how much you discern, no matter how many times you go blah, 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 you cannot prove this as a government cover-up, a conspiracy, a plot, a New World Order, an Illuminati, or anything other than what it is. It is a terrible accident. It's horrible. But you have to make sure that everybody's afraid. I just literally posted a rant video about you, and you hadn't found anything big to bitch about for a while. It was all little stuff. You keep focusing on, not necessarily little stuff, but you are so obsessed with child pornography, child sex rings, and the devil, because that's all you talk about. I mean, then when somebody that's all they talk about, they're kind of obsessed with that. I am kind of obsessed with the fact that I don't like you, and I think you should be taken down. How do you consider yourself, you're being, now see I've lost the word because I'm irritated about you. I can't think of the word offhand, but I digress, and I digress, and I digress again. Your channel still has well over 200,000 people. You are losing your Patreons. You've lost over 150 Patreons. Good going. People are waking up to you, Richie. That's what you're causing people to do, is wake up to you. We've shifted universes. Okay, then how did the clouds and all the stars go? If the stars are luminaries, as you say, how did they shift with us, and how did God allow that? Because as far as I know, God is the only one that has that kind of power. But we had to have shifted because the sun has to be fake. The sun that I probably can't pick up right now, maybe I am. It's a big giant ball of gas that burns. It might change color over the years because it's getting hotter. But no, it makes sense. It has to be a conspiracy, and you have to make it into more fear and propaganda. Leave the people alone, Richie. If you want to support them, drive down there and help. Take the money that you make from not working, from not paying any bills, and go down and help. Donate your time and money and go down and help these people instead of running your mouth, doing nothing but causing more fear and hate and division amongst the people, irregardless of what people believe or don't believe. Whether they believe in the conspiracies or not, it's the ones that are hateful and cruel. Yes, I'm not going to lie. I'm not perfect either. But if you want to believe what you want to believe, as long as I don't force what I believe onto you, we can get along. As long as you don't force what you believe on me. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if you came up to me, I would laugh in your face. And if you kept it up, I'd punch you. Because you're an idiot. So I hope you're listening to this one, Richie. Because you cannot prove that this was anything other than a horrible accident. And remember, it's FEMA, not femur. FEMA, F-E-M-A. Not femur, F-E-M-R. I'm out.